gentlemen, it is with great pleasure that we warmly welcome you all the inauguration of SHEQ Week at CBL Global Foods Limited. We're truly honored to have you all with us today as our distinguished guests.
Right, Sadish. Before we officially start this ceremony, I would like to take a moment to go to the audience. Right. So as we have many recruitments, I wanted to do this, right? So colleagues, could you please raise your hands if you all have participated in a SHEQ Week once in your life? Right. Now, colleagues, could you please raise your hands? This is your first time. Right. Let me start with Pumanti. Pumanti, what's the meaning of S in SHEQ Week? Okay, I just answered it. S, right. Natal, H stands for. Great. Dushanti, E. Environment. Great. And finally, from modifying turn, somebody, Q. Quality. Great. Solution? Everyone knows what SHEQ means.
It's great to see that everyone here understands what is SHEQ represent and the foundation of the who we are and what we stand for. So that energy and awareness already set the perfect tone for the today's inauguration. It shows our team truly lives these values every day, not just during SHEQ Week. And with that wonderful energy, let's officially begin our program. Ladies and gentlemen, let's make a round of applause.
So, before we commence, our HSC officer, Mr. Noel Balasuriya, has requested a brief safety reminder. So, if the fire alarm sounds, please remain calm and do not panic. Use the nearest emergency exit doors, and our officers will guide you safely to the designated assembly points. So let us always keep safety at our heart of everything we do.
Ladies and gentlemen, now we invite you to rise and join us in honoring our company with a CBL group anthem.
We now move to one of the most symbolic moments of the ceremony. The lighting the traditional oil lamp, representing wisdom, unity, and a bright journey ahead. We are much proud to say that this lamp is a creation of our own members of CBL Coco's production team. Thank you, Ray. So now we respectfully invite our distinguished guests and company representatives to join in this ceremony and function. Mr. Nandana Kanagar, Director, Processing Development, CDA. Mrs. Nadishna Pathuge, Director, Inspector, CDA. Mrs. Saubhagya Dharanchari, CDA Inspector. Mr. Jayadeva Bandara, the Principal, Sariputra Primary School. Ms. Rasika Vishikon, Factory Inspection Engineer. Mr. Harsha Hangamge and Ms. Valisundar, Ground Nandari Officers, Togiri and Opa Divisions. Mr. Anil Mandasuri, the Director, CEO, CBL Natural Foods Cluster. Mr. Dustagamge, the General Manager, Finance, CBL Natural Foods Cluster. Mr. Danishka Ramanayak, the General Manager, Supply Chain, CBL Natural Foods Cluster. And Ms. Darshika Jayasekar, General Manager, International Sales of CBL Natural Foods Cluster. Mr. Asham Rathapatha, Director, Group Agriculture. Mr. Prasad, the GM, Group Agriculture, and right. So, starting from the senior managers, Danishka Silva, Senior Manager Engineering, Supun Jai Singh, Senior Manager.
Towards the future in our safety and collective excellence. To officially welcome our guests and introduce the key objectives of SHEQ 2025, let us now invite Mr. Piyushan Gunasekara, Manager Production, to address the gathering.
Good morning, everyone. A very warm welcome to our annual SHEQ Week launch, a cornerstone that brings us together, reaffirm and strengthen our shared commitment to safety, health, environment and quality. We are truly honored to have each of you here today for this important event. SHEQ Week is more than just a calendar event. It's a powerful opportunity for us to reflect, learn and collaborate on the principles that are essential to our success and the well-being of our people, our workplace and the communities we serve. This year we are especially privileged to be joined by a number of distinguished guests whose presence adds great value to this occasion. Please join me in extending heartfelt welcome to Mr. Nandana Kamigala, our keynote speaker and Director of Processing at CDA, Mr. Nadisha Upwartage, District Inspector, CDA, Mrs. Saubhagya Dhananjani, Inspector, CDA, Mr. Jayadevata Bandara, Principal of Sariputra Primary School, Ms. Rasika Vijaypon, Factory Inspection Engineer, Mr. Harsha Ahangamage and Ms. Valisundara, Gram Seva Niladhari, Mr. Randiva Malasurya, our CEO, CBL Natural Food Cluster, Mr. Dhanushka Ramnayak, GM Supply Chain, Mr. Darshika Jayasekara, GM International Sales, Mr. Tusita Gawage, GM Finance, all senior managers, representatives of CBL Natural Food Cluster, ladies and gentlemen. We are grateful for your time and support and we look forward to the insights and inspiration you will share with us. Over the next few days, we have a dynamic lineup of interactive sessions, workshops and discussions designed to deepen our understanding, share best practices and spark innovative thinking. Our focus is not merely on compliance, but on cultivating culture where safety is second nature, health is nurtured, and environment is respected and quality is non-negotiable. I encourage each of you to engage fully, ask questions, share your experience, and contribute your ideas. Let us use this week as a catalyst to re-energize our effort to inspire one another and to recommit ourselves building safer, healthier, and more sustainable future for all. Let's make SHEQ Week resounding success. Thank you.
For this meaningful occasion, we now invite you to experience a glimpse of our journey, our people, our values, and our commitment to excellence through our company video presentation. So let's have a glance.
Thank you very much. Next, it's our honor to welcome our distinguished keynote speaker, Mr. Nandana Kamgala, Director, Processing Development, Coconut Development Authority. With extensive experience in different reputed organizations and exceptional contribution to the industrial development and the SHEQ excellence. Mr. Kamgala continues to inspire progress across many sectors. Please welcome Mr. Nandana Kamgala.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's a really pleasure to distinguish and inviters and all that. I'm really honored to get this opportunity on behalf of the Coconut Development Authority as a director processing, and it is really impressive getting this opportunity and pleasure for me, being more than 32 years in the industry, in the private sector, and then coming into the government sector. So it is really bridging the gap between the industry and the government, which enhancing more productivity, profitability, as well as the technology transfer to industries in the country, what we learn from the systematic organization. So when it comes to my experience, which was begin from the Nestle, that is around 1993, more than 25 years I was there, starting from quality. So my career also starting from quality. So it's really relevant to the topic which is going on today in the CBN organization, Quality Week. And then actually I was joined to the Silomil as a general manager, QC. That is, you are using CQ, I am familiar with the QC. No matter, the world is very much demanding area now, and it is quality, safety, health and environment. It's really pleasure getting started like this 1 week celebration and awareness program going to everyone who give the education and get into their hearts. So this is not only confined to 1 week, it should be continuous. It is not a defined time period, it's every time. So that is what we expecting from this week celebration. As you know, World Quality Day and then the World Food Day and all that coming in this September, these few weeks. So when it comes to this collaboration with quality, safety, health and environment together in that year, I'm really happy the manager QC, also one of my good partners who was in Silomil with me. We started same in the very nice lamp and all that on that time 2021. I feel that was started then carried out one. So you are doing the good job since and continuing that things very good. In addition, when it come to the quality CE roadmap, actually all the senior managers there and all the management staff and all, you have to think deeply what is seen in this screen, this iceberg. So you see only the one part of the very small amount, that is 1 out of the 9, only one part. you are seeing the real problems or reality of the many hidden things in our operations or in our quality of our safety issues. So issues are there, but we don't see that one thing. So we have to go deep, and then only we get the reality. So most of the time we don't know this situation, and many organizations starting their businesses without seeing this underwater ice. That is the very lacking part in our root cause analysis, problem solving, and many more issue solving. So when it comes to any issue, any problem or any incident, we have to deep dive and we have to identify the real root cause. And we have to eliminate that root cause not happening any recurrence. So we are not taking that recurrence activities many of the time. So this is what we have to learn this area. So I'm getting to the eye-opening for the senior management. When you are drawing your plans, strategies and all that, I'm addressing that level today because I don't take much time, only 15 minutes on that period. I take this opportunity to open up your eyes in the industry, in the country, in the world, and benchmarking all that what we learn from the industry. So many think quality is not that much important. So no organization sustain without quality, right? So if anybody don't care about the quality, they will never sustain. So that is very much experience, and the mindset has to be changed, all integrated together. So when you are taking to the safety, health, environment, quality, so I took the quality first because I'm interested to that area as well as you also have to focus on that area. Why? Quality is always focus on consumer and customer. So we depend on them and our king's customer or the consumer. So whatever, especially when it comes to the food sector, so we have very much concern about the consumer. So who are these consumers or the customer? So this identification, demarcation is very much needed for the senior management. So when you are dealing with the product, of course you are consider only the customer, end customer, but that is not the whole part. Starting from raw material to consumer or the farm to fork, that chain you have to identify intermediate customer. Otherwise, your quality system is not in a proper way applied to your system. By if you are the production and quality fighting internally, then it is a concern. So always quality, production, supply chain, the HR, everybody has the part of quality. So don't think that human resources is not a part of quality. It's a really matter that involvement. Why? All the thing has to be driven systematically. So systematic driven, what is the essential needs for that one? For that anything, we have to driven in a system. That is, what is system? If I ask a question from the senior manager, those who are doing MBA or anything, can define what is the system? What content with the system? We are changing the system. We are asking the country to change the system. We always looking the system change and all that as a nation. But in the employee also, in the management also, senior managers also, we have to identify the system. So what is the system? System is a defined frame. It contains what? It mainly contains standard. Standard. We have to get the standard. From where we are getting to the quality system, the standards? From where? A quality manager? Yes. From ISO, no? ISO, we are getting a BRC or IFSO, whatever the quality systems, by defined standards. Out of that, what we have to do? We have to adapt that one into the user-friendly manner. That is how we are going to do that one. Making standard operation procedures, SOPs and all that. Then that we have to train to the people. So that part who is responsible? Training and all that things. It's a part of our management. And then the people is a must component of this system. So then we have to implement that and plan to check actions we have to look on this system. So that is enclosed system contained with the standard. Before the standard, I must say that the organization has to have policies. What is policy? You have the quality policy, you have the food safety policy, you have the environment policy. What is that? Policy is, do you have the quality policy? Yes. So then, who has endorsed that one? Who has given their signature on the policy? Who? Sorry? CEO. CEO, the MD, the higher rank of the organization. So if any policy violation, what will be the end result? What will be the end result? If any policy violation, if there are road policies in the country, if violate, what will be happen? In the morning or when you are driving, we have to fine. You get the punishment. That has to be. Are we punishing to our organizational members violating policy? That is obvious. We have. If the quality policy, environment policy, or the food safety policy, if nobody can follow in that one, we have to fight. We have to ask the reason. We have to ask the reason to violate that one. And that is one area we have to focus in the system. So when focusing to this customer, consumer, all the things, policy is coming with the senior management endorsement, which should contain these key focus areas in the policy. So if the quality policy has defined already in your organization, you have to focus your customer. So then the customer and the expectation, customer final willingness, what they expecting, what are the quality factors, all that they are expecting, you have to get a lot of research and all that with the marketing team and all that, you have to get focused onto that area. And the performance and consistency, that is very much important in your organization. To keep any brand or any product going on the world in a consistent manner, you have to keep that consistent quality. So people get a lot of complaint, your taste is different, your smell is different, your texture is different, now you are using the low quality raw material. Dhanushka, we have ample evidence, examples how the consumer changing, reacting with some material changing. If I say that famous beverage brand in the Nestle, where we had enough complaint for that material changing, when we changing the butter oil, coconut oil, some ingredient, that was very much felt to the consumer. That is a fact. When already we as a management team, we have to keep the performance and consistency, whatever the things we are doing. Another thing is food safety and food compliance. So this is another urging and demanding area in the world. Especially come to the food safety, there are food safety modernization act in the USA, government endorsement, and then the Indian government and the Sri Lanka also working now for the national quality initiatives now. That is framework already done in the country, and we also participate into that, and that is emerging now. So that has to be. So there we have to focus very much on the food safety of the consumer. So all these things come into the customer or the consumer. So if the product is the production manager or the producing team, they don't bother about the quality of the consistency or the food safety, then it will end up in the short time. So no matter whatever the brand that will change in these things, it will affect definitely. This is a fact. And when it comes to defects and waste, that is another key area in the senior management. We have to framework in goal alignment when we making the targets into the quality department. That is mainly we have to target the zero defect culture. So nothing impossible. Everything we can do. It may be considered as a joke when we going for the zero defect or no waste, but that has to be. So all the waste we can maintain value added, and we can go for the another using brand or another using product. So as you know, earlier 2011 on that time period, coconut water was considered as a waste, and it was went out. And then what happened? Time being, it was a problem, environment problem for the Serenity company, which was the largest company which was invested by the Denmark people into the country in the South Asia region. But unfortunately, because of this environmental issue, they had to abandon the place. That is, we have the experience. But after that, few people try to value add, and now with the electrolyte and all that, the USA marketing made it more than 50% now in the market share. It's increasing there, and the beverage is going down. So substitute come to that one as this waste product as a world-class nutrition beverage. So many value addition happening. So that has to be thing. We have to value add more. So my objective in the country also, now you know, in the coconut industry, we have to value add. I'm expecting from your organization at least more than 20% value addition to existing. So that is the nation we can contribute to increase their income to the country, getting more dollars to the country. එකක් තමයි අපි ඉගෙන ගන්නවා. දැනුම දෙනවා. ඒකත් එක්ක මොකක්ද අපි වැඩි වෙන්නේ? knowledge. knowledge එක වැඩි වෙනවත් එක්ක අපි මොනවද වැඩි වෙන්නේ? skills. skill එක වැඩි වෙලා skill එක අපි apply කරන්නේ නැත්නම් experience කරන්නේ නැත්නම් වැඩක් නැහැ. ඒ experience එකත් එක්ක ඒක මොකක්ද අපි වැඩි වෙන්නේ? එතන මොකක්ද වැඩි වෙන්නේ? අපි define කරන framework එකට system එකට වැඩ කරනවා නම් හොඳ culture එකක් ගොඩනගනවා. So we have to create a good culture. ආනන්ද නානන්ද royal ඒ culture එක හොයාගෙන තමයි ගොඩක් අය school different වෙන්නේ. In a food sector, Nestle, Unilever, CBL, Silverman මේ වගේ වෙනස් වෙනවා නම් ඒක වෙනස් වෙන්නේ culture එකයි quality එකයි දෙක. එනයි culture එක හදන්න customer demand කරන culture එක values ගොඩනගන්න. You have the organizational values. මේවා හරියටම respect කරලා value වලට තැන දෙන්න. මේ value based culture එක හදන්න. ඒක හැදෙන්න ඕනේ හදවතින්. පඩියටවත් ගෙවන ඉන්සෙන්ටිව් එකකටවත් අපි කියනවටවත් මැනේජ්මන්ට් එකේ පෝස්ට් එකකටවත් නෙමෙයි. හදවතින්ම කරන චාතියක් වෙනවා. එහෙම වුණොත් අපිට මේ ආයතනයෙන් පටන් ගන්න රටක් දියුණු වෙනවා කියන අහන්න දෙයක් නෙමෙයි. හැම කෙනෙකුටම මේ කල්චර් එක වැලියු එක රටට ගෙනියන්න. එතනදී අපිට ඒ පැත්ත හිතන්න. එතකොට මම මේ කියන්නේ මේ වැලියු බේස් එකේ අපි වැලියු චේන් එකේ කොහොමද මේක කළ යුත්තේ කියන එක පිළිබඳව අපි 45යි ගන්න. කොච්චර අඩුද පොල් ගෙඩි 4ක් මාසෙට කඩන්න නැති රට. මේක වැඩි කරගන්න ඕනේ. මේක වැඩි කරගෙන පුළුවන් තරම් අපි මොකද කරන්න ඕනේ? අපි ඉන්ඩස්ට්‍රි එකේ 40යි පාවිච්චි කරන 60ක් ගෙදර. මේ ගෙදර බාන 60ක් වතුර අපි දැනට වේස්ට් කරනවා ලංකාවේ. ඒක අපි අපනයනය කරන වොලියුම් එකෙන් ඒකෙනුත් 50යි ගන්න. ඒ කියන්නේ අපි ඉන්ඩස්ට්‍රි එකෙන් ඔක්කොම රිකවර් කරන්න. එහෙනම් ඔයගොල්ලන්ගේ ස්ට්‍රැටජිස් වැඩි කරන්න ඕනේ. පුළුවන් තරම් කොකනට් වෝටර් කරන්න. දැන් පිටින් කරලා වෝටර් ගේනවා නම්, කර්නල් ගේනවා නම් ඔයගොල්ලන්ගේ වෝටර් ලොස් වෙනවා එතන. ඒකටත් සිස්ටම් හැදෙන්න ඕනේ. ඒක වෝටර් පුළුවන් තරම් ස්ට්‍රීම් ලයින් වෙන්න ඕනේ. එතකොට 60ක් එළිය තියෙන එකෙන් මට 10ක් ඉන්ඩස්ට්‍රි එකට දෙන්න පුළුවන් රටේ අපි ඕන කරන මේ ඩිමාන්ඩ් එකට යන්න පුළුවන්. අපේ ගිය අවුරුද්දේ වෙනකොට අපි ඩොලර් මිලියන 650ක් කොකනට් ඉන්ඩස්ට්‍රි එකෙන් ගෙනාවේ. මේ වෙනකොට සාගත තිබ්බා 850ක් විතර. මේ වෙනකොට ඒක අචීව් කරලා අපි 1 බිලියන් වලට මම හිතන්නේ මේ අවුරුද්ද ඉවත් වෙලා අපිට යන්න පුළුවන්. ග්‍රේට් අචීව්මන්ට් අපි රටක් විදියට කොකනට් ඉන්ඩස්ට්‍රි. So අපි ටාගට් එක තියෙන්නේ 2.5 බිලියන් වලට. එතනට අපිට පොල් බිලියන 4200ක් විතර ඕන වෙනවා පොල් බිලියන. එතනට අපිට යන්න නම් අපිට මේ 10ක් 20ක් වගේ ඉන්ඩස්ට්‍රි එකට පොල් ගේන්න දේවල්. මේකට කොකනට් මිල්ක් පවුඩර්, මිල්ක් ඒ වගේ ඔල්ටර්නේටිව්ස් වලට යනවා නම් තවත් ඒ වැලියු ඇඩිෂන් එක වැඩි කරන්න පුළුවන්. එතන ફોකස් කරලා පුළුවන් තරම් මේ ව්‍යායාම ස්ට්‍රේටින් මන් CDK ඔක්කොම කියන්නේ හැමතැනම ප්‍රාදේශීය ඒකම් කාර්යාලයන් කරන මීටින් එක මේක කරන්න. So you can give the awareness to the normal people and try to catch up all the coconut harvesting industry as much as possible. මේක food safety පැත්ත violate වීමක් මොකුත් වෙන්නේ නැහැ. blend කරන ගෙදර blend කරලා කන්න ඕල් මේ අහක දාන එක ඊටාම වටිනවා ඔයගොල්ලන්ට. ඒකේ අහක දාන්නේ හොඳම හරිය natural fiber. ඒ වගේ nutrition value encourage කරලා ඒ පැත්ත බලන්න. ඉතිමත්ද කට්ටිය? මොනවාට ප්‍රොසෙස් එකක් ඒක අකාරියද? right. අනිත් එක processing development එක ඔයගොල්ලන්ගේ කරන්න. state of the art technology පාවිච්චි කරන්න. hard to reach hiking problem එකෙන් අයින් කරන්න. හොඳ ටෙක්නොලොජි benchmark කරන්න. ඔයගොල්ලෝ දන්නවා ඉන්දුනීසියාව, මැලේසියාව, තායිලන්තේ, පිලිපීන් වල හොඳ ටෙක්නොලොජි පාවිච්චි කරනවා benchmark කරන්න. We don't need to reinvent the wheel. අලුතෙන් අපිට හොයන්න ඕනේ ලෝකේ ඕන තරම් benchmark කරන්න අපිට දේවල් තියෙනවා benchmark කරන්න. ඒ අතරතුර අපි process improvement කරන්න. මම කී ටාගට් එක තමයි value addition focus කරන්න මේ අවුරුද්ද. Next goal alignment එකේ you have to focus more value addition. ඒකත් එක්ක marketing strategies ඔක්කොම drive කරන expand කරන world එක අපි peanut එකක් stomach එකකින් එහෙම නැත්නම් ලෝකයේ demand එකේ 0.1යි අපි contribute කරන්නේ. එහෙම නැත්නම් 106ක් විතර උඩරිම ගියොත් සමාන වේදිකාව. ඒක බෑ අපිට ඊට වඩා ගොඩක් opportunity එක තියෙනවා ලෝකේ. අපිට competition එක තියෙන සිල්ලාමෙල්ද විචීද CB ඇතුලේ company එකෙන් we are peanut. අපි මේ ඔක්කොම එක ටෙක්නොලොජි එකක් එකට අරගෙන ලෝකෙ මොනම දේවල් අපි රටක් විදියට දෙන්න පුළුවන් නම් world එකයි අපිට ජය ගන්න තියෙන්නේ. So we have to compete in the world. තායිලන්තේ තමයි අපේ benchmark ගන්න තියෙන හොඳම රට අපේ කෝල් ගානටම සමානයි රටේ. නමුත් world එකේ dominance නම් 4ට විතර ඒගොල්ලෝ market එක drive කරනවා. ඒ value addition පැත්ත ගොඩක් වැඩි. අපේ value addition අඩුයි. අපේ කෝල් ගෙදර පාවිච්චි කරනවා. ඒගොල්ලන්ගේ ඒක අනිත් පැත්ත. එතකොට industry එක ගොඩක් කියනවා. අපි ඒක ફોકස් කරලා පුළුවන් තරම් තියෙන රිසෝස් වලින් වෙනද වලින් gain market එකකින් gain industry එකට ගෙනල්ලා මෙතන encourage කරනවා 10% growth එකක් අපි මේ පැත්තේ ලබනවා උන්දර ගන්න පුළුවන් නම් අපිට පොලිසියක් නැතුව මේ ගාමටම තියාගෙන යන්න පුළුවන්. ඉතින් ඒකට සහයෝගය දෙන්න රටක් විදියට QC department එක QC එහෙම නැත්නම් SHEQ safety health environment quality පැත්ත ફોકස් කරන ගමන් අපේ business එක drive කරන එක අපේ organisation එකේ වැදගත්. The sustainability තියෙන්නේ හැම වෙලාවෙම ඔයගොල්ලෝ දන්නවා ලෝකේ වැඩිම demand එක තියෙන්නේ ESG environment sustainability and governance. ඒතර මේක තමයි evolve වෙන ලෝකේ. ඒකට emerge වෙන්නේ මේ concept එක. එhmenan අපි පුළුවන් තරම් කණ්ඩායමක් විදියට අපි තව පරපුරවල් දෙක තුනකට CBA ආයතනය ලබා දෙන්නත් අපේ දරුවෝ මේ වගේ වැඩ කරන්න හැඟීම කියන එක හදවතට ගන්න වැඩ කළ යුත්තේ මම පොර දෙන්නවත් මම තමයි නැත්තම් මේක දුවන්න බෑ කියන තත්ත්වෙ නෙමෙයි සිස්ටම් ප්‍රොසීජර්ස් හදලා තව කෙනෙකුට හෑන්ඩ් ඕවර් කරලා කුහක જાතියක් නොවි අපේ රට තවත් දියුණුවෙන් නකන්න ඉදිරියට යන්න දායක වෙන්න කියලා ඉල්ලන මම හිතන්නේ ඔයගොල්ලන්ට සියලු දෙනාටම තුනුරුවන්ගේ සියලු දෙවි රැකවරණයන්ගෙන් මේ නියපොත්තේ කුඩුහමක්වත් අපේ කොටසක්වත් ලේ බිඳුවක්වත් දශමයක්වත් නොදැක zero incidents ඇති කරමින් පරිසරය තුළ ඉතාම හොඳ safety environment එකක් හැදෙමින් quality rejection container return වෙන ඒවා මොකුත් නැතුව මටත් ඒක involve වෙන්න වෙනවා ඒකයි එහෙම නැතුව zero defect වල අපි maintain කරගෙන හොඳ ආයතනයක් විදිහට profitability එකට අපේ goal sort of objective එකට යන්න ඕගොල්ලන් හැම කෙනෙක්ම කණ්ඩායමක් විදිහට වැඩ කරන්න one team one goal. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.
And we really appreciate it. So I would like to invite Mr. Agyawala Surya, the Director CEO of Civil Natural Foods Cluster, to present the token of appreciation to Mr. Kanagar. On the milestones we achieved over the past year, accomplishments that reflect our team's dedication and drive. Let's have a glance to SHEQ highlights and achievements in 2024 now.
Thank you. Next, we invite Mr. Subun Jayasinha, Senior Manager Quality Assurance, to share his thoughts on our continuous journey of improvement and excellence.
Good morning, everyone. Distinguished guests, our CEO and senior management. So I'll just take you through what we have done for so far years. And how to build our SHEQ culture. So that's today and tomorrow, how we do it. Whether you will have seen through this achievement video, what we have done, how we have built this SHEQ culture as correctly Mr. Anand pointed out. So food safety, we have achieved these aspects, environment certifications, and organic certifications, and social and health and safety, plus our internal quality systems. So right now, we are maintaining these systems at very high level, but we need to further improve ourselves. So that's where we shall proceed. So let's take a look how we can proceed with this current structure for SHEQ culture tomorrow. So actually, we are heading towards this digital environment we are, as an organization, we are planning everything. We have most of the things to automate, and counting we have already implemented, and drilling, automatic drilling we are trying to introduce, and efficient hygiene systems, and automated extractions, production systems, and all these advanced monitoring tools also we try to bring in. So this is the future we are trying to bring into this organization, SHEQ culture. So this is the main thing I just wanted to highlight. Not going much more detail. It's just a basic what we are.
Insightful speech. And now it's our privilege to welcome the leader whose vision and guidance continue to inspire the entire CBI National First Cluster. So please join us in welcoming Mr. Andy Madasuri, the Director CEO of CBI National First Cluster, to address the gathering.
Good morning, everyone. First of all, I must thank all the guests, CDA, the Ramachandra, Martin Samapya, Susan, the topic, and as well as Sukundan and the team for arranging this. As Mr. Andan also said, health and safety and environment quality is not a week for us, it's way of life. As all of you know, we have 4 values. Quality is one of our values. So we always say if you want to be part of CBL, you have to live by those values, and you can be part of CBL. It doesn't matter you work for 10 years or 10 months or 10 days. These are the values that we want to represent. So that's why, as a company for CBL, at the top level for the last in the last 65 or 65 more years, we are here today because of those fundamentals are right. So I'd like to share 3 messages. First one, of course, so last couple of weeks back, I visited one of the largest chocolate factories in the world, which is Mars. Of course, we are supplying coconut milk for them as well. So there are many things to learn, because in any improvement, anything, it's a journey. So if you think that we are, just because we are C++, this is a fabulous achievement, it doesn't mean that we do everything right. We have nothing to improve. No. That is because of certain, because standards are always giving you basic requirements. The companies like us have to be way beyond the standard requirement. I'm not putting A++, it's a fabulous achievement. I think only 2 companies have done it, so it's a great achievement. But companies like us have to think way beyond that. So one of the key learnings I had there was, I think Mr. Nandan also mentioned, there is no quality team on the factory. And today the quality team need to get anything scared, but I'm not saying that. It's a long process, long journey. So simply the message is, the production or anyone who's at the floor is taking care about everything. Whether it's safety, whether it's quality, everything. So you don't need another person to come and check for you. For what? So I think we should go for that. That should be our next milestone, because quality team is there for troubleshooting. They are not to play for quality. You have to have a team for troubleshooting, get certain things right, systems right. But day-to-day operation, we don't need someone else's to check. We all have to do what is right. So as safety, I mean, people or other companies are matured. Again, one, I think to be worried what I'm saying next. There is no safety managers. It's a rotational job. So one safety manager is, let's say, quality manager, safety manager for 1 year, next year production manager, safety manager for another year, because it's only a supervision role. The person at the floor is taking care about the safety and quality and any aspects of it. So it shows the level of the maturity of organization. Those are things we should learn from others and keep on improving ourselves. So that's what as a group we are good at. I think that's a journey we should go for beyond that. Second thing about national contribution, Mr. Nandan was saying that country should target 2.5 billion by 2023, 2030, which is just 4 years. With the current availability nuts, you can't do that. You have to bring import nuts. That is a difference of Thailand and Sri Lanka. Thailand produces Sri Lanka equal nuts. They bring 90% from Indonesia, and they are the largest exporter in the world. So we all have capacity. Unfortunately, we are restricted by not having the nuts from outside. So of course, CDA is very much trying to drive. CDA is the only one who has seen the need and to drive, but it has to be a national endeavor. Otherwise, we'll end up talking another 100 years. We'll be having 3 billion nuts. Of course, with a little bit improvement more coming in, we might have 3.5 billion. But industry cannot strive beyond that. till we get a housing order, because when you plant one coconut tree, it will take 5 years to give first nuts. Maybe 3.5 you can give few small nuts. And 10 years plus, so it gives you some, but at least you need to go back for another 20 years to get a better nuts. So this is not something that you can fix immediately, but it has to be phase-wise, need to be looked after. Okay, short term, what are we going to do while we are getting housing order? And then go for it, because world is moving. Philippines is growing so much of coconut. Vietnam has started a project with $1 billion to grow coconut in the country, because still Sri Lanka has a proposition, because how much we are smaller, we are the 4th largest or 5th largest, way from up and down, largest coconut producer. Of course, first, second, third is much bigger than us, but still we have a proposition. Plus, we always talk about value addition. Coconut milk is the most value-added product. In Sri Lanka, we have the most value-added product. So to make $1, 1 kilo of DC, you need 4 or 5 nuts. To make $1 equal to milk, you need only 1 nuts. That's the value addition the milk is bringing. I'm not saying milk is better than anything else, but we have the value addition in the country. What we need, we think, is raw material. So I think we all need to work together. As Mr. Nandan very correctly said, it cannot be done only from one side. We need to get the support from everyone, from every nation, like every person who's, if you can save one nut, that can contribute to the bigger picture. So that's something that, as Nandan said, we are in the run rate as a country to 1 billion for the first time. Hopefully, we're going to see our prediction for the first time in the history. We will have a better part of the year. If that happens, of course, we can achieve that. If not, we will not be able to achieve that 1 billion. But it will be definitely better than last year. Last year it was about 867 or something, almost 860 last year. So that's something that we can all do together, because as a company, we are going to expand our capacity. Today, we are the largest coconut milk exporter in the country. We are expanding our capacity by 3 times. We are right now having a project. Of course, that is not only to milk. We have no capacity to water, any other beverage, so we are looking at many other things. So we have factories that can capable of producing more. So we will all have factories. I'm not going to talk about myself, as Silomians, all together, everyone has a capacity if we can get this now. Third, අපි කොච්චර මේ පරිසරය ගැන කතා කරා මම හිතන්නේ කම්පැනි එකක් විදිහට අපේ මොන අඩුපාඩු වෙනවා මමත් පෞද්ගලිකව ගැන අවබෝධයක් තියෙනවා අපි දැන් මේ වෙලාවේ ප්‍රොජෙක්ට් එකක් කරනවා විශේෂයෙන්ම අපේ ග්‍රාම සභාව මාතෘකාවෙන් ඉන්න වෙලාවේ CDP ඉන්න වෙලාවේ අපි ප්‍රොජෙක්ට් එක කරගෙන යද්දී අපි යකින් පරිසරයට සම්බන්ධ විදිහට අපි දැනුවත්ව නොදැනුවත්ව අඩුපාඩු වෙමින් තිබෙන බව අපට අවබෝධයක් ආවා. ඒ පිළිබඳව අපි කිසිම සතුටක් නැහැ. අපි දැනගත්තම අපි වෙන වැඩි කරනවා. මොකද කොච්චර ලස්සනට ඇවිල්ලා මේ වගේ ඉවෙන්ට් කරත් ලස්සන පත්තු කරත් වැඩක් නෑ. අපි යකින් පොඩි හරි වැඩක් පරිසරයක සහ ඒ වටින්න කමියුනිටි එකට ප්‍රජාවට වෙනවා. ඒ කියන්නේ CBL විදිහට වැඩ කරන එක නෙමෙයි. CBL විදිහට වැඩ කරනවා කියලා කියන්නේ අපි කාටවත් කිසිම හානියක් නොකර අපි අවශ්‍ය කරන ඉන්වෙස්ට්මන්ට් එක හැම වෙලාවෙම දෙනවා. මොකද හදන්න ඕනේ ට්‍රීට්මන්ට් ප්ලාන්ට් එක මොකක්ද ගෙන්න ඕනේ එකට අපි අවශ්‍ය කරන වෙලාව මට කොහෙලාවක බෝඩ් එකකින්වත් කවදාකවත් පොඩි රෙස්ට්‍රික්ෂන් එකක් ලැබිලා නැහැ. ඒ නිසා කරන්න ඕන දේ අපි අනිවාර්යෙන් කරනවා. අපේ වැඩේ තියෙන්නේ මේ අපේ තියෙන තාප්පයද විතරයි. ඒ තාප්පෙන් එළියට යමක් වෙනවනම් එහෙම වෙන්න බෑ. ඒ නිසා ඒ පිළිබඳ අපි තවදුරටත් වැඩිපුර මේ විශේෂයෙන්ම ග්‍රාමසේක මාතෘ මෙතන ඉන්නේ ඉන්න තවදුරටත් වැඩිපුර අපි අවධානය යොමු කරනවා. මොකද අපි දන්නවා ඉන්ඩස්ට්‍රි එකක් කියලා මාක් එක තියෙන මතකනේ පාරේ ෆැක්ටරි තියෙනවා නම් ඒ ෆැක්ටරි තියෙන දුම යනවා. එහෙම තමයි අපි සාමාන්‍ය ෆැක්ටරි එකක් තියෙනවා කියලා මමත් ලංකාවේ මාර්කට් එකේ තියෙන ෆැක්ටරි දුමට එක්ක දුම යන ෆැක්ටරි. ඒක ඉවරයි. දැන් ඉන්ඩස්ට්‍රි එකක් කරනවා නම් තව කෙනෙකුට කරදරයක් නොවන විදිහට ඉන්ඩස්ට්‍රි එක කරනවා. එහෙම නැත්නම් අපි ඉන්ඩස්ට්‍රි එක කරන එකේ තේරුමක් නැහැ. CBL විදිහට අපි ආයතන පවත්වාගෙන යන එක ගැන දැක්ම තියෙන විදිහට. ඒ නිසා අපේ ඒ යම් වෙන වෙලා තියෙන අඩුපාඩු අපි වහම නිවැරදි කරලා ගොඩක් ඒ ජර්නලිස්ට් කම්ප්ලේන්ට් එකක් ආවම මම කියන්නේ මොනේ කියලා සම්පූර්ණ අවබෝධය තියෙනවා. ඒක අවබෝධය නැතුව අපි නොලබ අවබෝධය තියෙනවා. ඒ නිසා අපි ඊට එහාට ගිහින් නම් කරන්න වෙනවා සුළුදී නිවැරදි කරලා එහෙම නැතුව කොච්චර සාධක දෙන්නත් කොච්චර ලස්සනට වැඩසටහන කරා අවසානයේ අපි අතින් සමාජීය වගකීමක් තියෙනවා. මොකද මම හැමදාම හිතන්නේ තමයි මගේ අතේ තියාගෙන මගේ කකුලේ ඒ බාහිර හිටවම ඉඳන් වගේම අපේ ෆැක්ටරියේ හැමෝම මේ විදිහට අපෝ විතර යනවා. එහෙම නැත්නම් අපි ආයතන ප්‍රධානී විදිහට මෙතන ඉන්නේ කිසිම කෙරුමක් නැහැ. මට පෞද්ගලිකව කියන කියලා මගේ පරමායක වල එහෙම මට HR මැනේජර් කෙනෙක් විදිහට කතා කරලා මම බාහිරට කන්නේ නාස්කට කියන පක්කට ගෙනල්ලා. මෙහෙම වෙන්න බෑ ආයතන. ඒ කියන්නේ අපිට ගන්න වෙනවා අපේ වෙච්ච තරම අපි පිළිවෙලට කරගෙන අවශ්‍යයක් එක මොන විදිහට සකස් කරනවා. ඉතින් ඒ තමයි අපි සීමේ නායක විදිහට දකින දැක්මක්. ඉතින් බොහොම ස්තුතියි ඔබ සියලු දෙනාම මේ අවස්ථාවට පැමිණීම ගැන. ඒක අපිට ලොකු ප්‍රශංසාවක් ඒ වගේම උද්‍යෝගයක්. Thank you very much.
Kind words and for your unwavering leadership in driving our vision forward. So, ladies and gentlemen, now we move to one of the most exciting segments of the morning, the official launch of key initiatives on the SHEQ Week 2025. First, we have the 5 years program launch, presented by Mr. Devanal Rosa and Mr. Prabha Pranavardhan.
This initiative, we are honored to invite our CEO, Mr. Randy Mandasuriya, to officially launch the TPM newsletter.
The TPM newsletter is now officially launched. We encourage everyone to read through it at your convenience. A digital copy will also be sent to your email later today. And finally, the SHEQ Week plan launch, presented by Mr. Viraj Atal and Mr. Nuwan Balasuriya.
Good morning all. This is our SHEQ Week event calendar. Our launch program is today. We have already started some programs including fire trainings, drills and border week activities. Then today in the afternoon we have arranged health and safety awareness session by our fact inspection engineer, and next week will be started with tree planting program and coconut plant distribution program with forest department and police environment division. This time also we have arranged quiz competition for our employees and staff team. Viraj?
Thanks. Good morning all. Other than that, we are planning to enter audit session, food safety, environmental health safety. At the evening, we are planning to external food safety awareness session. Next day, we are planning to food safety awareness sessions. At the evening, we are planning to provide waste product environmental sessions.
So in here we are going to talk about the way power of the philosophy that transforms industry into the world-class manufacturing facilities. We call it a total productive maintenance. In short, we call TPM. So this TPM was originally developed by in Japan by Japan Institute of Plant Maintenance. It is more than just a maintenance strategy. It is a philosophy that empowers the entire people in the workplace to improve their work environment and productivity and their personal performance as well. So let's start with this understanding of what is the TPM really means. The letter T means total. It means that everyone in the organization from top management to the top shop floor operators work together toward one common goal. The letter P stands for productive, which means the products which come out from the processing line, producing goods that comes out from the processing line meet the customer expectation. It means the quality. And then the letter M is maintenance. It ensures that our equipment and facilities are keeping excellent conditions at all the time. So when we imagine a world with perfect manufacturing facility, the machines are never goes breakdowns, and the assembly lines never stops, and every product that comes out that meet the customer expectations or exceed the customer expectation. But unfortunately, we are not in that world. So that's where the TPM comes into that picture. So the main objective of this TPM is to increase our overall equipment effectiveness, which is key metrics for the machining, key metrics for the TPM performance.
through this TPM, we aim to go for zero waste, zero accidents, and zero defects, also the zero breakdowns. This is how this TPM is connected to our SHEQ culture in our processing plant. Reaching this world-class manufacturing is maybe sounds impossible first, but with strong TPM and SHEQ culture, it is absolutely achievable. This culture is built upon 8 pillars. Each one play a vital role in sustain and improve our performance. However, before these pillars can stand strongly, it needs a solid basement. We call foundation is 5S. The system that promotes self-esteem and continuous improvement in our workplace. So next, our 5S champion will take you through our 5S plan in next year.
Good morning, everyone. So, 5S. 5S is a systematic approach to addressing operational inefficiencies and potential risks. So, in a SHEQ culture, it's paramount important to have 5S. So, here I am not going to teach you about 5S because all of we know about 5S. So, my intention is to give you an insight about our 5S project to bring 5S culture to global. So, moving next slide. So we have set target to achieve by next year July. So we have set 2 milestones. First one is for the entire plant, we need to bring our plant to first S level. The second milestone is to bring our model line, TPM model line to the up to 3S level. So our team is working on for that, and in order to go that target, we need to understand currently where we are. So at the moment, we have formed plant steering committee and the department steering committees and the zonal leaders. So as I mentioned, you can see our target is mainly focused on model line, which is to bring up to 3rd level. So more focus is going for TPM model line at this stage and our phase 1. So at the moment, the zonal team has appointed only for 3rd module. So our team is now doing internal audits in order to identify the deviations of the process and where we need to do improvements. So initial few set of audits have been already completed. Now we are at the point of doing the implementation part of the identified gaps. So in order to go for this target, we need a strong team support. So move to the next slide. So we have identified, as I mentioned, we have formed steering committees and zonal team only for the model line as our priority. So activated only that model line team. So as I mentioned, they do the assigned tasks at the moment. So gradually, with the improvement, our implementation plan, the other lines will be activated. Those amber dark color lines are not activated, is yet to be activated. So we will reach you out when we need your support of the other areas. So since it's a culture, we need to bring a culture. Bringing a culture into organization is not easy task. So everyone's support is needed. So join everyone with us to experience 5S culture at Global. Thank you.
This event to a close, we invite everyone to please raise an honor to our motherland by singing the national anthem of Sri Lanka.
Close, we take this moment to express our heartfelt appreciation to everyone who contributed to making this event a success. To deliver the vote of thanks, we now invite Soumya Pandavela, the Manager, Quality Assurance of CPL Global Foods.
Thank you, Roshni. Good morning, everyone. As highlighted throughout the session, SHEQ strong SHEQ culture that enables global food safety, sustainability, and a safe workplace for all team members. Though we have especially declared a week as SHEQ Week, but at CBL, every single day is a SHEQ Day, as our CEO highlighted. In order to further enforce our commitment, we have invited our key stakeholders, including key government officials, to collaborate with us today. On behalf of the CBL Global Present Focus team, I would like to extend our heartfelt gratitude to Mr. Nandana Kanugala, Director of Processing Development, CDA, for joining us today as a keynote speaker despite his busy schedule. And thank you for sharing valuable insights and inspiring us with your words. We would like to sincerely thank Ms. Nandisha Vattage, Ms. Saubhagya Dhananjali, and Ms. Rasika Vichekon for accepting our invitation and joining with us today. Your presence is greatly appreciated, and we are highly grateful for the ongoing support and guidance you provide to our journey. And Mr. Jayataka Bandara, the principal of the primary school, Mr. Harsha Ahangamati Ramangalari, Ms. Vaisundar Ramangalari, we sincerely appreciate your presence today, and thank you for your collaboration and support. Next, to our pillar of strength, our CEO, Mr. Antil Surya, we sincerely thank you for being with us today and for your inspiring leadership and in building and sustaining a strong SHEQ culture. And our GMs, General Managers, Mr. Tusita Kamge, Ms. Dashika Jayasekara, Mr. Danshka Ramanayaka, thank you for joining us today. We truly appreciate your positive commitment and support in implementing a strong SHEQ culture. Moreover, all senior managers and the representative of Natural Foods team, thank you for your valuable presence today. And moreover, I'd like to sincerely thank all HODs and the entire team for your inspirational support and the strength you provide throughout our SHEQ journey. As always, your hard work is admirable. Without you, nothing would be achieved. So thank you all for your presence today. Last but not least, I must thank the team who worked hard to organize this program, especially Anusha, Sena, and the entire Focus and Global teams for arranging such a wonderful arrangement